In this video we're using Substance 3D Sampler to create the Pebbles material in minutes. Let's build this Pebbles material together. We'll also explore ways to tweak and edit the material. We're using a photo from a ground with pebbles and gravel as base. Choose the photo from the project files and drag and drop it into the layer stack. In the new opened window we choose Image to Material AI powered. The AI option is best if there are complex shapes with light and shadows. B2M is better for simple cases with uniform lighting. These are powerful filters that create all the material channels for you. Let's push the micro and medium details slightly. Then we increase the AO strength and reduce the delighting effect for a nicer color result. Here we'll also tweak the roughness details to reduce the difference between stones and gaps slightly. At the same time, it pushes the individual stone's roughness, making it more realistic. To make the maps more smooth and equal, we use the Equalize filter. We add it by clicking on the Add a Layer button, typing in Equalize and choosing Equalize. Then we decrease the radius to a nice value where just the large areas are affected. Let's rename the material and save the project frequently. Next, we use the tiling filter to make it seamless. Let's tweak the seam details by adjusting the threshold. Now we also increase the grid resolution to get an even more detailed seam. To smooth it out and give it a more rounded look, we increase smoothness. Finally, we increase the blur of the seam. How much you have to tweak depends entirely on your input image. To remove certain areas in the textures, for example leaves, seam issues or other things we don't want, we use the content-aware fill filter. While holding Ctrl and using the mouse wheel, we can tweak the brush radius. Now we can paint in the 2D view over the areas we want to remove. If you want to remove already painted areas, switch to the eraser tool with E and erase them. Next, we tweak the roughness map bit by using a fill filter. Let's activate roughness and play with the opacity to make it more uniform and lighter. To sharpen the base color a bit, we use a sharpen filter and adjust the sharpen value. I want to break up the texture and add more details to it. To achieve this, we use Atlas Scatter. We drag and drop in the dry laurel leaves to scatter them onto the pebbles. Now we tweak the roughness and contrast a bit to make it more natural. We reduce the X and Y amount and adjust the scale of the leaves. Let's further make them conform to background and increase the height offset to minimize the intersections. Pushing the background smoothness helps us to get rid of the AO details from the stones where the leaves come in place. Finally, we increase the scale random slightly and find a good random seed value for a nice tiling. To check the result in different lighting conditions, we can choose between several different environment lights, till we find one that looks great. With Shift and right mouse button, we control the environment rotation. Here's our final result. You can save this setup as Sampler Archive to tweak the layers at a later time. Use Send to send it directly to another Substance app. Export it as SBS AR for other 3D apps and engines, or just export it to texture files. There's a way to get this material into every 3D software. If you want to experiment and learn more, you can download the file shown in the video. Thanks for watching and let us know any ideas or suggestions in the comments. See you in the next episode.